Scorpio, so the message I have is take a hard look at yourself. Now is the time to really just take a hard look. The key word is hard, because sometimes it is hard to examine yourself. You know, you may be able to examine others so clearly, but sometimes it's hard to really examine yourself, your feelings, feelings of disappointment, feelings of feeling like you haven't accomplished enough. It's just time to really look at yourself harder so that you could be able to move forward, to, you know, notice certain things about yourself so that you could be able to progress and reach goals or accomplish goals. Because for some Scorpios, you may feel like you haven't reached your fullest potential. You haven't reached your goals or the things that you want to. And the reason why has to do with yourself, you know, no one else. So it's a beautiful thing to look deep and look hard and examine yourself. Go within. I feel like this message is saying, you know, Scorpio, it's time to really go within, really tap into who you are and your ways and your patterns and things that you have been doing that is stopping you. You know, maybe you know what you're capable of. Maybe you know the power that you have, but you haven't been living in it. And that's why you're in the space that you're in now, or the situations that you are in now. And if you want to move forward, if you want to progress, then you're being encouraged to take that hard look. Yes, it could be hard. Maybe for some Scorpios I'm feeling may have been running from their feelings, their emotions. And it's time to really sit with yourself, to pull up those emotions, those feelings of, you know, whatever you could be feeling, heartbreak, disappointment, resentment, you know, just a lot of things. Even it could be anger too. I feel like anger is for some Scorpios. Whatever it is, just basically be okay with feeling and taking that hard look, you know, because it's it's work. You know, it's always work to be done. It's hard and it's necessary. You know, it's always easy to look at other people and see what's going on with them, within them, but you know, the work is required when you're trying to move forward. So taking that hard look is really important. Also, we have leadership. You know, step into your leadership role. Now is the time to really tap into, you know, the work you need to do to serve, you know, your community and others. So, you know, leadership is really important. I feel like some Scorpios are just being called to step into that leadership role. Maybe some of y'all know the power that y'all have and the influence y'all have to help community and be of service, and it's time to step into that power, you know, in a way where you're expressing love and kindness. Because society, when you think about leadership, society usually shows just, you know, selfishness or just some type of toxic leadership. So I feel like this message is saying, if you feel like you're called to be of service to the community, now is the time to lead with love, lead with compassion, and not in a selfish or toxic way. Because we have a lot of leaders that are just toxic, that are selfish. And, you know, you have what it takes, basically, Scorpio. You have what it takes to lead, to, you know, serve the community in a way that it needs to be done. So I feel like some are like, maybe some Scorpios are seeing how people are, and it's like, no, you know what you're capable of, and you need to do the work. You need to do what's required to serve people, serve others. And then I also have the message of balance. So it's important to balance out your lifestyle. If you've been giving yourself too much self-care, then it's time to do something different. Or if you've been working too much or serving too many people, then, you know, it's time to bring it back to self-care. So I feel like this message is saying, Scorpio, if you've been doing too much for others or doing too much for yourself, then it's time to bring it into balance and make it work for everyone. And then also back to leadership, I have, you know, in order for you to serve, right? If you want to be that king, if you want to be that queen, you're going to have to serve. So sometimes, like Scorpios, they say that we are controlling, right? Like we want to dominate things, or, you know, this is just things that we hear about Scorpios. But overall, the message is this: if you want to be that queen, if you want to be that king, then you're going to have to serve first. You're going to have to know what it's like to serve others before you can even get to the point of having people serve you. So tap into that leadership, you know, and be of service, and don't look at things in an aspect where it's just about you, Scorpio, because it's just not about you. It's about community, about others. It's about serving. And sometimes, you know, when you serve, sometimes it basically is, it can be detrimental to your desires, like your goals. Maybe you are the type of person, you have your own personal desires and goals, but at the same time, the calling to serve is right there. And it's like, sometimes you're gonna have to just do what's best for the greater good, because it's not always about yourself. So maybe you have, some Scorpios may have goals and plans for themselves, but really it's about service. It's about being of service to other people, and that too can bring fulfillment, accomplishment, abundance. So just don't think about yourself all the time and just where you're going. Think of others. Think of, you know, being of service to other people, community. And then you have ask for help. Ask for help from others. So Scorpio, if you need help, if you need assistance, ask for help from others. Now Scorpios are the type of people that's like, hold up, I ain't asking anybody for help, you know, oh, I got this, I could do it on my own. But no, the message for us is saying, ask for help if you need it from a trusted source, because you know Scorpios got trust issues. So we don't be trusting everybody with nothing, for real. But you know, so if a Scorpio is coming to you, just know they trust you and they really mess with you, and you know, just honor that pretty much. But Scorpio, yeah, if you need help, you just need to ask for help from others. You know, you don't have to do everything on your own. Ask for help from your community. Maybe it's community that you need help from, but don't be afraid to ask for help from others. Don't feel like you have to do everything on your own, Scorpio, because you do not. You do not have to do everything on your own. Then you have Wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So I feel like this is just saying, you know, you don't have to have control over your life. Everything, you don't have to have control over every situation, Scorpio. You could just be free to just grow and do things the way that you want to. And, you know, without attachment. Because it's only when you become attached to things, you know, that's when the difficulty comes, that's when the challenges come. So I feel like this message is saying, don't have control, or try not to control situations, people, places, things. Just go roam freely, be free and open without attachment. Don't have attachment to outcomes or anything, people, places, you know, because it just puts more on you, for real. So it's time to just learn more about community, Scorpio, and learn more about yourself. Take that hard look at yourself. It's necessary. Learn more about community. Just be open to learning so much more. And that is our message. Peace.